Alright, welcome back. Today we actually have stuff going on under the hood here. I went ahead and painted this side. I had to take the battery tray out again because it was rusting again, so I got that over on the workbench with some JB Weld and all that kind of stuff. But in the mail I received my cylinder ridge reamer. This was 30 bucks used off of eBay. And as you can see, I've already used it. So, get that off here. Our number one cylinder has been honed and ridge reamed. So, ooh, shiny. I did the ridge ream on number two last night. So that's what you do. That's what you get after you ream it. It just takes that upper lip off. So I still have to hone that one. Whoa, there you go. So there's a before and after. Anyway, oops. So what I use to hone it is just a big old dingle ball here. That's as fast as I was going. Slow and steady. And that's the that's the finish I got. So very nice, very smooth. And I gave her a little coat of Panther Piss or WD-40. Yeah, that's what I've been finally doing. It took me forever to get that ridge off of that number one, just because I think I was learning how to use it. I will link the YouTube video I watched below. I forget his name, but it was an informative video, and yeah, I was just happy to find one used for 30 bucks. So, battery tray wise, it's red now. I tried filling it in with 50% lead and 50% tin solder, but that didn't work. So I ended up patching it with JB Weld. You can see here and here, using the duct tape. I just couldn't weld it. It was too thin, and she's almost pretty much shot, but this is the original battery tray and I would like to keep it. So it's just got 2 coats of this oil-based metal primer, and then it only has 1 coat of the International Red here, so I got to give that another coat, and that'll look good. Pretty much that's what I've been doing so far, but I still have 1 cylinder to hone and 2 more to do the rest of the operations with. The very back cylinder, number 4 there, I think I'm gonna have to hone it underneath the truck, so that should be interesting. I moved the crank, and it looks like I can, if I move it here, there, if I move it out of the way, that's enough room to fish the hone backwards down the cylinder, and then I can crawl underneath, hook my drill to it, and hone it from underneath the car here. So that should be fun. So let me go get a few things, and we'll hone that number 2 cylinder, and then see how the ridge reamer works on number 3. So see you in a second. Okay, so I'm just using a little bit of WD-40 here. In the cylinder, like so. And I'm rotating the crank so that the oil passage is covered up, so no grit or anything gets into it. And then I'm gonna thoroughly wash everything here. So this is how we hone it. Just like that. Take a look at it. A little bit more. Looks nice though. Just a little bit more. Still got a little bit of well, we're making it go away. Well, what do you guys think? It's pretty good. Get you in here. So number 1, number 2. Boy, it's nice to actually work on this thing now. Well, yeah, we'll call her good there. So there's 2 honed cylinders, 2 more to go. Although we got to take that ridge out of the other 2. Number 1 had the worst ridge, but the rest of them have a very minute little ridge. Right there, you can see that line. So that is what a cylinder ridge reamer is for. And let me get it set up and then I'll bring you guys back. Okay, for those of you who don't know, this is a cylinder ridge reamer. And what you do is you put it in your cylinder and these little feet push out against the cylinder walls. And then this has a little carbide cutter. And when you position this little positioner at setting 3, it pushes that carbide cutter up against the cylinder wall, and then you manually twist this out, and it counterclockwise is up out of the cylinder, and it takes your ridge off. So that is how these work. This model is a POWERBUILT 690315. I'll put the eBay link. I bought it in the description. It was used, but I mean, I'm only going to use it 4 times, and it's still in really good shape. So I'm not worried about just spending 30 bucks on this. New, they want like 60 to 70 bucks from what I've seen. I do use a little bit of cutting oil. This is Rapid Tap. I like the smell of it. Probably not good for you, but it smells like cinnamon, and I like it. So let me get this set up in the cylinder, and then you guys will see how it works. Okay, so it's in the cylinder. You had to use a 5/8 socket for those little feet to push out. Now I got a 7/8 on it. I'm going to use a little bit of Rapid Tap on the cutter. Then you got to move it to position 3, which engages it on the cylinder. Now, that's the best way I can do this for you guys without blocking your view. Now you just work it. It gets pretty stiff sometimes. So I don't feel a ridge anymore. So we're gonna disengage the cutter. We're gonna loosen, and it comes out. There. Let me get all that out. This is getting thoroughly cleaned after I'm done. So there won't be any metal shavings anywhere. That shouldn't be. There. And took the little ridge right out. So now that's nice and smooth, and you can't feel a ridge. So now you just clean her a little, give it a hone, and she'll be good to go for another 80,000 plus miles. So that is what I am working on. And it does take a bit of effort, but I know you can rent these for about 30 or so, but no store in my area had them for rent. They didn't have a rental program that has them. So anyway, let me get this all work done, and I'll update you guys when she's all done. Alright, there's all 4 ridge reamed and honed. So that number 4 back there, I crawled up from the bottom and honed it, and it turned out pretty darn good. I mean, all of them turned out really nice. So that is a big step in putting this thing back together again. So I can put the rings on the pistons. I don't have a ring compressor, so I'll need to get one of those. But I can work on getting all those pistons all ready to go, and then crawl underneath and clean the journals on all of them. Wipe those out with a, not with a towel, but with a t-shirt. Make sure there's no shop towel particles and whatnot, and if so, not a big deal. The giant canister filter will get anything out that I haven't already gotten out. I got to clean the head, probably put a coat of paint on that thing, and yeah, so thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to hit a like and maybe subscribe, or if you haven't, you know, whatever. It's a free world, country, one of the two. But thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you in the next video. Can you guys tell which one I cleaned with oven cleaner? If you guessed number 1, you're correct. Anyone know what that yellow paint is? What's that for? Anyway, oven cleaner, let it sit for 3 or so minutes, wash it all down, then I went out with a hose and washed it with water. Now I'm going to oil the necessary points, make sure my little oiling hole right there is clear, and then we'll start assembling. Alright, we'll see you guys in the next video.